Tungal joined Aedris a little time later. She had placed on the table 5 old books, wrote in a language the soldier did not know. The alchemist lost the knowledge of his books. We can't read it, but we know that can explain the haze. We hope the temple will be capable to translate it, even if we hate it. Tungal was suspicious about that. He knew that a lot of people in the temple would prefer to destroy the books, even if that would condemn the world. Moreover, if he joined the citadel alone with an alchemist, especially a woman, he would be considered as a traitor. Tungal explained this to Aedris. The alchemist had looked at the Inquisitor and then asked, "So, what do you want to do?" "I think we should join a little fort of the Great Temple," said Tungal. "The situation will be easier to explain to another captain than to a grown Inquisitor." "I want to be sure that the highest authority of the temple know what happened," said Aedris. "Well," said Tungal, "so let me think about the other solutions. If we found other survivors, especially an old one, maybe the temple will trust us. I know that you wanted to reach quickly the citadel, but you will not appreciate the other solution." Aedris had an annoyed smile. "And what is that solution?" "To pretend you're my prisoner, and that the books were impossible," responded the young woman. "Well, I will bring you to the place your friends chose to escape. After this, you have to make your job." She opened the door of the house, and before to go outside, she took a strange belt made with copper and wolf leather. She went to the barn. The alchemist placed the books in bags fixed to the saddle. The soldiers took the second horse, and they left the house to a travel they did not imagine to be so long. The duo walked on the path since the morning, but they didn't see any other traveler. The temple captain was surprised by it because he recognized this road as a pilgrimage way. But he didn't saw the time passed. He used it to think about Aedris. Even if he considered her as a heretical criminal, he can't forget she saved him. Moreover, as an alchemist, she accepted to give to her enemies ancestral knowledge because she hoped it would help to protect innocent people. During all his education, the teachers of the temple said to him the alchemy was a terrible sin, transgressing all the natural laws, and which can only be forgiven in the hell of the purifying fires. So, why an alchemist would help him? Maybe this was a part of a secret plan. Suddenly, she stopped, looked around, and finally said, "We have to go fast. Your friends are in danger. Come on." Aedris pressed her horse out of the path. She galloped through the forest. After 10 minutes, she stopped, jumped on the floor, and approached to a bush. Tungal joined her and saw an outpost of the temple in fire. Bandits were waiting at the entrance of the building. "They are waiting for survivors," said Aedris. "I will attack them and make a distraction. I count a few to free your friends and after to help me, if it's necessary." When Tungal realized she didn't have any weapon, he heard a chain of crunches at the place occupied by the alchemist. When he looked at her, he saw at the place of the young woman a creature he never saw before. A massive human body, overcome by a hare head with deer antler. The arms were full of a bear, ended by owl talons. The legs looked like wolf paws, and the feet were boar ones. "What the hell are you?" said Tungal. After this, without a nose, she jumped on the guards. A large claw tore the flesh of the victims, breaking bones. With a single stroke, she destroyed the door and went in the outpost. After a short time, Tungal went to the building. When he was in, he walked slowly, searching any source of noise, but he didn't heard anything. He turned to the left and arrived in a large room. He looked at it. A little stair was hidden in the left corner. He decided to explore it. When he arrived upstairs, he saw the bandits threatening prisoners. Among them, he saw Rangar, injured, seated in a corner. The captain took his crossbow, adjusted it, and aimed the ground. After this, he shooted. This single shot killed his victim. Tungal ran to the prisoners. They were unchained, but he recognized them. They were soldiers of his regiment. "Hello, Captain," said Rangar. "The key is in the left boot of your victim." After freeing them, Tungal explained the situation. The little troop go upstairs after I took their crossbows. They decided to inspect that place when a cry came to them. Rangar immediately decided to run to the origin of the noise. Tungal and the other soldiers immediately followed him. They arrived in a large banquet hall. Aedris was fighting. If their enemies had sharp swords, spikes, and heavy maces, they could not resist to the creature. After a few minutes, the last bandit been killed. The alchemists looked at the former prisoners. Even if her expression was not offensive, all of them pointed their weapon on her. Rangar looked at Tungal and decided to load his crossbow. Immediately, the young woman regained her human shape. The Tungal captain came to her. He wanted to have explications about the massacre. "Did you really need it to kill all of them? Read informations, and you kill the people who know it." The young woman smiled and finished to say, "You didn't say you wanted survivors. I'm a fighter, not a nurse." The captain sighed and went to the outside. When he passed near Rangar, the veteran go after him, followed by the entire troop. When they arrived on the exterior, Tungal inspected all of the men he freed. A lot of them were injured, but it was not too hard to be a real preoccupation. However, they lost their horses, and they didn't have any equipment to travel or food. The creature exits of the building and addressed to Rangar. "I will hunt for your friends, but don't hope me to save you again. You should have this talk with your captain, and after with myself."